hiring the right senior level technicians for your MSP is one of the most critical things that we help MSPs do at Support Adventure. And we've seen lots of MSPs make horrible mistakes in interviewing MSPs. And we're going to talk about best practices and worst practices in this video. So if you're looking at tips on how to get your level 3 or level 9000 superstar for your MSP, this is the video for you. My name is Eric. I'm the founder of Support Adventure, and this is Alex, one of our contract managers.
Hi, guys.
And we're sitting today here in Bangkok, Thailand, in the city center of the Big Mango. And we're happy to bring this video to you today because this is one thing that, you know, when MSPs come to us, you get them as a contract manager, and they just want to know, do you got the talent?
Yeah. What's the best tech we have on offer? Do you have somebody that can be the final point of escalation?
Like, I need somebody who's going to be able to fly a spaceship while running ground control. You know, like
basically that.
Yeah. And it's it's like amazing how they think of this, and they think that, you know, first of all, you know, it's the most important role in an MSP. Let's say. I will argue that level 1 is important too. Level 2 equally is important. They're all really important, but for the customer perception, level 1 is important. But the level 3, running those projects, taking the escalation tickets, all that sort of stuff, it's super important, guys. Like, it is super important, and we are here to help you figure out how to do that, because a lot of the time they think that we're gonna just have these people and that they're gonna be able to go in and interrogate that person.
Yeah.
And the person's going to be like, yep, give me a job. Yeah. And, you know, I think this is really like something that a lot of people get wrong. The best techs that we have, the best techs on our decks have options.
They have so many options, and they know exactly what they're looking for. So remember, with the level 3, they've got the experience. They've been in the industry. They know, they've maybe worked in multiple companies. They know what environment works best for them. And if you come into an interview and straight up interrogate them and have quite what's a word for it? Not an approach.
Yeah, a condescending approach.
Yeah. They're not going to choose you because they've got options.
You're showing that's going to be the dynamic that they're going to be placed in your company. You're going to be one of those sort of like, you know, it could be a toxic environment. It could be like, it could be like something that they're just going to feel talked down to and stuff like that. And these are the most bright people that we have to offer you. And, you know, if you get these people who are often described as unicorns, you're going to alienate them by being condescending. I got a story about this. So I had this great level 3 technician, one of the first ones we hired from South Africa, who... Actually, now this is Jonathan, who currently works in our training and testing program, making sure that we're giving you the techs that are as good as him, that in our level 3 selections, you know, like, or at least have, you know, whatever he's got a little bit. So this guy now, after 3 or 4 years with that client, they had some downsizing, and now he's on our training and testing team finding other techs. Anyways, when I first met Jonathan in 2020, he was running his own IT business in South Africa. And then COVID hit, and he was like, Eric, what can you do for me for a remote-only role? Because my business is dying here in South Africa. And I immediately set him up 2 same-day interviews with 2 MSPs. Actually, both of them were in Florida, USA. And the first guy came into the meeting and immediately started with the interrogation, like, you know, something about IP routing or stuff like that, and it was like right answer or wrong answer, and you know, it was very sort of like he was like, yeah, it would work. After I asked, well, what do you think, Jonathan? He's like, yeah, it would work with them, but let's see what the second one has in store for me. I want to compare. And well, did he compare? What he compared with the first one, which was interrogation style, condescending, the second one, he got a bunch of really friendly guys who asked him, who is your favorite superhero and why? Oh my God, such a great tech question for a level 3 tech, because these people are the superheroes of the MSP space. I think that's almost like telling the story itself spoils the ending, because guess which one he picked, you know?
Yeah.
The one that asked what his favorite superhero is, the one that was really friendly guys who were building rapport with him and making him feel in the interview that he would be a very valued and respected member of their team. This is what you need to do with level 3 techs. And you want to know what they need to have, like, technology experience. The best people will be able to figure out anything. They will be able to fly that spaceship for you, given the right exposure, but you might want people who have already been there, done that, on the specific technologies that you have. So find a way to figure out if they've got the right troubleshooting capacity, but don't get too hung up on specific technologies unless advanced things like PowerShell are absolutely critical to the role to hit the ground running. If you're replacing somebody who knew all that as a function, you might need somebody who knows all that already. But, have them tell stories of how they saved the day for a client.
100%, yeah. You want to go through the experience, because they have the experience. This is not a level 1 that might be quite new, maybe came from a nurtured environment.
Give them a couple of years and they'll be solving all sorts of stuff. But, you got to start them off with training wheels and stuff like that.
100%.
These people, they've been there, they've done that. So have them tell the stories about it. Have them tell the stories about the way that they made business decisions for you and your company that supported the client understanding the business case and how to roll out projects and how to troubleshoot things so that it has sensitivity to the bottom line. Have them tell stories of being incredibly resourceful with workarounds, backup plans, contingencies, and redundancy and stuff like that.
I've also got a story. I mean, I sat into a level 3 interview about a year ago, and the client pitched a issue, and the candidate had a really good approach to how to troubleshoot an issue like that, how they resolve something like that. And the client was so taken back so much that he's like, I've never thought of it in that way. And it was an issue that they were currently experiencing at the moment. And the candidate actually resolved it, and he got hired probably about 15 minutes after the call. He got an offer, and he accepted that offer, and he joined, and we did our check-ins, and when I checked in again, I was like, well, that interview went amazing. How's the actual the workload then? He's like, they were facing that interview, they were facing that issue, and I was able to resolve it within the first week. So clients actually, you need to know what you're experiencing in the company at the moment. What are your pain points? And then see, okay, this person might have a completely different approach, a complete outside perspective. Maybe their approach works, maybe it doesn't. But you have to be willing to listen to where they're coming from based on the experience that they've had in the past.
Yeah, so key traits of an ideal level 3, I'm reading a list. Deep technical proficiency in areas like cloud virtualization, cybersecurity, network infrastructure, strong communication and mentorship skills. You want somebody who's going to actually be able to teach the frontline techs stuff, not a condescending person who's like, you escalated that? Oh my God, you're so stupid, You want to screen for that. They want to nurture and mentor people below them. Documentation discipline, because like if they don't document things well, the rest of your team will struggle. Ownership mindset, owning issues and owning the issues like they own the company. Even if you're hiring them, you want them to think like an owner of the company and everybody's stake in everything, and sort of translate that so that the client gets the best experience, that your business has the best sort of like project planning and all that sort of stuff. And a really important thing, adaptability and the passion for continuous improvement, meaning like they really want to grow as a tech, just like everybody. 100%. Even though they're already like the best person you could hire, they should still be growing.
Constantly learning new technologies and keeping up with everything. I mean, everybody knows the tech industry, it's continuously evolving. You want to make sure your tech evolves with the industry and is excited about new technologies.
Yeah, and one very important thing, they're interviewing you as well.
Yes.
These techs, as I told with the story with Jonathan, they might have 2 or 3 different offers through Support Adventure.
Yeah.
If you're getting from us, they might have two, and you have to win them over. That you're the best company for them because you probably picked them because they look like they're the best tech for you. They might have similar options, especially the best people. We have lots of options for them. We have lots of clients who are waiting for our Nix Picks list every month, and basically Nix Picks every month is going to make them. The people we pick as superstars might have 4 or 5 different interviews. So you got to sell your company just like they have to sell themselves. So, and making an offer, realize it's a candidate-driven market for these types of people, and so compensation matters. We can have bidding wars and Support Adventure for the best techs. It's not something we try to encourage, but obviously we want these people to be well compensated, and we've done the math recently, and we pay like 2 to 4 times what they would make for like living in a place like South Africa or Eastern Europe. It can be really good what we're suggesting at the same time, but then make sure if you're hiring outside of Support Adventure that you're giving them something that they wholeheartedly say, yes, this is what I need to support my family, this is what I need to grow my career and make my lifestyle dreams come true, or else they will not be loyal. And offer meaningful work, career progression, and a healthy work culture. Super important. You have to check in with them regularly, have one-on-ones where they talk about, if you're managing them as a service desk manager or something, or whatever type of manager, owner of the company, make sure that you have a relationship where they feel that they can speak up about the things that they don't like, because you want to keep these people. If they are as awesome as your good interviewing skills will you'll find out they are, then basically you want to keep these people, so make sure the door is always open and you're offering them progression financially and in terms of their role. Meaningful work is super important for a high level tech, because someone out there is meant to have it, so it's got to be you if you want to keep them.
I mean, techs, we both come from a tech background. It's important to say stimulated. So you don't want to be handing over to a super high level technician really basic minimal tickets just to keep them busy. They're not being simulated. It's not a challenge anymore. And the reason they got to where they were is because they liked being challenged. They liked figuring out the solution.
So sell that in the interview,
Exactly,
especially and also sell the way that you're going to onboard them. Like the way you could onboard them has to be like giving them the structure they need to thrive in their organization. Like, boom, this is how escalated tickets are going to come to you. This is what you're expected to do in response. This is how you're going to mentor the junior technicians through reverse escalations, telling them how you solve the things that they can't. And this is how you're going to learn our ticketing system. Oh, it's Autotask. You were on ConnectWise? Okay, we've got a really good way of teaching you what's important on Autotask, so you don't have to watch a bunch of stupid videos on a training program, which are way too slow for the way your brain works. We're going to get you hitting the ground running and oriented in our MSP in an efficient way, and this is the person who's going to be training on that, and this is we'll see how you do, but we'll make sure that you know how to integrate an organization so that you can be getting the meaningful work we talked about. And just sell all of that and make sure the role definitions are clear. If there's KPIs you're judging them on, make sure that's clear, and
give them a good roadmap of their expectations
and who the family of the MSP is. Who the important members of the MSP family are.
Exactly.
Is dispatcher like mama hen? Who's daddy? All this sort of thing. What's how does the MSP family work for this? And you want the you want a good level 3, for using the family analogy. You want a good level 3 coming in to be like a godfather role who will come in and fill gaps in what you and an owner can do, and provide the support network to the rest of your staff that really capable and connected in a way that they're not getting elsewhere.
Exactly.
And make them feel that role, their personality that you've identified, the rapport you built with their personality, is going to be a valued part of your business always. And that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that pretty much takes it home, I think. So Yeah, if you want the tech superstars and you're willing to be the best option for them, because we don't let people adopt techs into their MSP family, especially the level 3 techs, if we're not absolutely sure that you are the best hope for them. But if you think you are, and you want to figure that out with us, we now have a fast track become a client on Support Adventure where you go straight to Alex.
Yep.
And he's going to figure out what you need.
It's a 90-minute call.
Yeah,
we discuss
90-minute call. Yeah.
Any questions you have, we run through your processes. And
are you a good match for the way we work?
Yeah.
Are you going to provide a good environment for adopting a kick-ass level 3 tech?
Yeah, and I'll even present some of our top-notch techs on that call.
Yeah.
So you get to see them.
People available now.
Yeah.
So that's the 90-minute. We also got a 30-minute intro call, which is, if you're just flirting with the idea of working with Support Adventure, that might be the right one. But if you're ready to get serious about it, go with the fast track call. So how you get started with all this is you go on our website and fill out the Become a Client form on our MSP staffing page, and we'll talk to you there. So thanks a lot,
Cool.
and greetings from Bangkok, and we'll talk to you soon.